crazy story. So my first legit loss. So I lost once. I broke my arm. I was beating the guy. It was in second grade. I was beating the guy and he slammed me down and I broke my arm. And that was like, I had to forfeit the match. But my first legit loss was to Thomas Gilman.
Really?
Yeah, we were probably like 45 pounds. He beat me. I took my shoes off. I threw them. I said, I quit. I'm done. And my dad and mom talked me into no, 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 no. That's not how we do it. They made me put my shoes on and go wrestle. And then later on that year, me and Gilman wrestled at state. It was third grade, 50 pounds, and I beat him in the semifinals. He came back and got third. I got first. And from then on, it's like me and Gilman just like Gilman plays a really big part in why I am who I am and as good of a wrestler as I am because every tournament I went to, I would see Gilman and that's who I'm gonna have in the finals. You know what I mean? It was just like it was like almost an automatic, and it would be Gilman would pin the guy in 35 seconds, and then I would pin the same kid in 33 seconds, and I would be like, oh, I'm gonna beat him. Like I'm better now. Just like little kid thinking. So I remember that.
Did you and Thomas wrestle like, that was third or fourth grade? Did you wrestle?
He beat me. We went back and forth our whole lives. I think I got the slight edge on him, but he might think the same thing, respectfully so. But we went back and forth our whole lives. I beat him in third grade state. We kind of were at different like one weight apart a few of the years. I think I beat him maybe one other year, maybe not, but he definitely beat me in eighth grade state. So he beat me in eighth grade state, and then he wrestled in Nebraska and won four state titles, and I wrestled in Iowa and won four state titles. And then we became enemies for our freshman year of college, and then we ended up becoming teammates, good friends. We helped each other accomplish our goals. So
Yeah, describe that. Like, you guys were recruited, I believe, at the same time, the same class, right? And you both
yep,
were
yep, 2012, yep.
you're rivals since fourth grade, third grade, and here you are. Probably at the time seemed like, and maybe you did, right? I think you did compete for a spot. How was that relationship? Was there awkward? Was there tension? Did you guys drill together? Did you avoid each other?
Oh, it was like so I personally felt like when I wrestled Gilman, all eyes were on me. Like I just had that. I wasn't a coach watcher, so I have no clue. But for whatever reason, when I was wrestling him, I felt like Tom was watching me. Terry was watching. I felt like my teammates were watching. I felt like it was just all eyes on deck. So me and Gilman would probably wrestle once a week, every week that whole year that we were at the same weight, and every single time it was like hair on the back of my neck stood up. Um, we Tom would say up and jogging, and me and Gilman would be racing. I would jog past him, and he would try and jog past me. And then when we would drill, I would try and drill harder than he would. And then when we would wrestle live, we'd try and take each other out. And then I even remember at the sprints at the end, I had to beat him on the sprints at the end. Right now, it was like every single little thing was a competition, and if he was beating me in any area, then it would give me anxiety that I wasn't doing enough. So it was a crazy year, but it was great. Like it really sucked at the time. Like it sucked, but it made me a lot stronger and it made me a lot better. So
Did you guys talk about, you're the same grade, you all have friends, or there's pockets of friends or groups of friends that kind of
yeah.
was collecting together? Were you guys, was everybody hanging out? Or did you guys mingle much, like socially outside of wrestling?
Um,
Or was
so
that?
he lived well, we lived in the dorms. So he lived with Sam Brooks and I was friends with Sam Brooks. So like yeah, we were okay with each other. Like we had mutual respect. It was just within the wrestling room we tried to kill each other, and then outside of that you could tell that we didn't want to be like real buddy buddy. We were never like giving each other hugs or nothing, but we weren't like flipping each other off either.
Yeah,
So it was kind of middle ground.
yeah. It's just yeah, it's a tense situation. At what point did things ease up? And maybe when you decided to go different weights, I'm guessing.
Right when I went up a weight, I said, man, making 25 is terrible. Gilman does it better than I do. He was more disciplined than me. And I went up a weight, and then we wrestled once a week without feeling like we had a gun to our head, you know? So it
Yeah.
was great.
When you look back on that on that time. Did you learn anything from that time when you guys were at the same weight?
Um, I learned that I mean that's a tricky question. I learned that competition is extremely healthy for becoming a better wrestler.
There you
I
go.
learned that.